Hi. Um, hi. I'm Susan Fry, and I am broadcasting live from the, okay, historic Turner Hall. I'm here by myself. And, when you're at Turner Hall, you're never really alone. This place is totally haunted. I swear it is totally haunted. Okay, I'm running the controls, so and if I get like an urgent text because somebody saw something behind me, then that's the only reason that I would leave you here. Anyway, I'm rattling. Hi, I'm Susan Fry. Welcome to No Holds Barred, the Pericles Project. Tonight's episodes 13 and 14, right? You may remember me from last week. I was the one holding the webcam because we couldn't quite make things work. And so it was my fault that it was doing this and running around and things like that to back and forth to people. Yeah, that was a blast. So that means that we owe a huge shout out of thank you to Andrew, Tom, Ron, Nick, Alice, and Billy Ray for making it work and for rolling with everything. Which also means we owe a debt of credit to Christy and Beth and Karen for sending me a text in all caps that said, "We can still hear you," and somebody just dropped the F-bomb. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Was it Andrew? I mean, sorry, buddy, I just threw you under the bus. So tonight's cocktail for going into episode 13, I wrote it down because it's really cute. It's the Boulevardier, and the non-alcoholic version is the Boulevardier, right? It's cute. I know you get it. So the recipes are available on our website, noholdsbarred, that's BARD.org. Yeah, I love it. So I thought, since we have talked a lot about Shakespeare's text and about our creative approach to telling the story, that maybe I'd just throw in a little bit of what's happening in between broadcasts. So we show 2 episodes, and it's because it takes those 2 weeks in between for us to put them together. So they're not actually ready to go. So we're working on 15 and 16 already, which is totally a jump. So basically what happens is Nick with the prodigious memory will create the rough cut of both episodes because he remembers where all of that footage is, and it's like, okay, here's the script for that episode. We shot this scene here and here and here and here, and so he will assemble it all together to create the basic story. Then that rough cut's going to go to the director, who will hoodoo it. Like, okay, here's the visual story that I'd like to tell. Can we add this? Can we take this away? Can we add some music and some effects here? And we bemoan not getting that one shot or more. Then it's going to go back to Nick for a little bit more massaging. And then it's going to go to Jim. Yeah. Then it's a Zoom with Jim and the director, and sometimes Ron will get involved, and Jim is playing it on the Zoom, and they're massaging and taking all the time you need in order to turn it into something lovely. In the meantime, Nick is creating the credits, and I'm writing a few things, like the special thanks. I write those. Because I'm clever, right? Yeah. And Ron is creating the subtitles. So, that's one of the reasons that Ron knows which actors have their lines down, because he is creating the subtitles based on the script itself, and he knows who has memorized best or not, because it's just Shakespeare. You can just fluff that, right? So then all the magical pieces go over to Jim, and in this amazing Adobe product called Premiere Pro, he smooshes them all together, does this thing called rendering, and they come to us, and then it's ready to go. And it's usually finished on Wednesdays. Yes, we got episode 14 this afternoon. So, perfection takes time, right? Yeah. So, did I mention Turner Hall is... I am the only one here in this gorgeous historic building. And, okay, so if I get a text that says, look behind you, hang on. No. Ah, no! My husband actually did text me that. There's something behind you. It's called a wall. I am not looking around, and I am definitely not going upstairs where the babysitter shouldn't go. So, hey, it is almost time to play episode 13 for you. Last week, our heroine, Marina, the lovely Marina, who is, frankly, she is the goddess Diana's favorite. She may look like she's about to get into some trouble, but she's got somebody looking out for her, and we know who that goddess is. Anyway, she has been sold to a brothel. Bolt, Pander, and Bod are discovering that maybe they didn't get such a good bargain. That maybe those pirates, especially Todd Denning and his really cute pocket hand sanitizer, came out on top of the deal. So they really want to turn Marina into a hooker and make some money off of her. And so let's find out tonight what contest. How many terms can you come up with for hooker? Just put it in the chat. If you're on the Facebook, if you're on YouTube, however you're watching, there's chat. And please feel free to write anything in the chat. We do have moderators, so, they'll watch out just in case you get a wild hair. And we'll just check and see what kind of things you came up with. I have some favorites. Anyway, I'm not going to spoil it, just in case you don't come up with mine. So, without further ado, let us go to episode 13 of Pericles, Prince of Tyre.
Fie upon her. We had best get her ravished or be rid of her. When she should do for clients her fitment and do me the kindness of our profession, she has me her works, her reasons, her prayers, her needs, that she should make a Puritan of the devil if he should cheapen a kiss of her.
Faith, here comes the Lord Lysimachus, disguised.
Wholesome iniquity have you that a man may deal with all and defy the surgeon?
We have here one, sir.
Well, call forth. Call forth.
Here comes that which grows to the stalk, never plucked yet, I can assure you. Is she not a fair creature?
Faith. She would serve after a long voyage at sea. Well, there's for you. Leave us.
My lord, she is not paced yet. You must take some pains to work her to your manage. We will leave his honor and her together. Go your ways.
Now, pretty one, how long have you been at this trade?
What trade, sir?
Why, I cannot name it, but I shall offend.
I cannot be offended with my trade. Please you to name it.
Why, the house you dwell in proclaims you to be a creature of sale.
Do you know this house to be a place of such resort and will come into it? I hear say you are the governor of such place.
You have heard something of my power, and so stand aloof from more serious wooing. But I protest to thee, my authority shall not see thee or else look friendly upon thee. Come, bring me to some private place. Come, come.
If you were born to honor, show it now. If put upon you, make the judgment good that thought you worthy of it.
How's this? Some more. Be sage.
I am but a maid. The most ungentle fortune hath placed me in this sty. Oh, that the gods would set me free from this unhallowed place, though they did change me to the meanest bird that flies in the purer air.
I did not think thou couldst have spoke so well. Ne'er dreamed thou couldst. Had I brought hither a corrupted mind, thy speech had altered it. Hold, here's gold for thee. Persever in that clear way thou goest, and the gods strengthen thee.
The good gods preserve you.
Fare thee well. Thou art a piece of virtue, and I doubt not but thy training hath been noble. Hold, here's more gold for thee. A curse upon him, die he like a thief that robs thee of thy goodness. If thou dost hear from me, it shall be for thy good.
I beseech your honor, one piece for me.
Avaunt, thou damned doorkeeper, your house, but for this virgin that doth prop it, would sink and overwhelm you. Away!
How's this? We must take a different course with you. Come your ways. We'll have no more gentlemen driven away. Come your ways, I say.
How now? What's the matter?
Oh, worse and worse, mistress. She has here spoken holy words to the Lord Lysimachus.
Oh, abominable!
She makes our profession, as it were, to stink afore the face of the gods.
Mary, shut her up forever.
The nobleman would have treated her like a nobleman, and she sent him away as cold as a snowball, saying his prayers too.
Hark! Hark, you gods!
She conjures. Away with her. Would that she had never come in my doors.
Come, mistress, come your ways with me.
Whither wilt thou have me?
To take from you the jewel you hold so dear.
Thou holdst a place for which the painedest fiend of hell would not in reputation change. Thou art the damnedest doorkeeper for every scoundrel that comes inquiring for his tib. To the choleric fisting of every rogue, thy ear is liable. Thy food is such as hath been belched on by infected lungs.
What would you have me do? Go to wars, would you? Where a man may serve 7 years for the loss of a leg, and have not money enough in the end to buy him a wooden one.
do anything, but this thou doest? Empty old receptacles or common shores of filth, serve by indenture to the common hangman. Any of these ways are yet better than this. Here's gold for thee. If that thy master would gain by thee, proclaim that I can sing, weave, sew, and dance, and I will undertake all these to teach. I doubt not, but this populous city will yield many scholars.
Well, I will see what I can do for thee. If I can place thee, I will.
But amongst honest women.
Faith, my acquaintance lies little amongst them. But since my master and mistress do control you, there's no going but by their consent. Therefore, I will make them acquainted with
Okie dokie. I'm back. Hi. There weren't any odd noises at all during that episode here with me alone at Turner Hall. I'm fine. I'm good. Hey, we got some good entries for our hooker contest. Let me see here. Hey, kudos to Kelly for coming up with so many. Okay, let's see. Lady of the Night. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Stimulus technician. Thank you, Ernie. Professional. Sure, that's good. I'm not saying that one, Tom. No way. Okay, from Kelly. Painted lady, trollop, bod, escort. I'm just going to, yeah. Run! Fornicatrix, person of negotiable virtue. I like that one. That's awesome. Green sleeves. This is cool. That's awesome. Okay. And more, just keep them coming. We'll talk about them afterwards too. So, hey, you take that, bod and Lysimachus and Bolt. You think you can soil the virtue of our dear Marina? No. I told you, she is watched by the gods. Diana in particular. That's right. And she's probably smarter than you all too. So, the episode 14 cocktail that is coming up is called, it's a Mai Tai. There was a contest, and I guess that was the number one pick. The non-alcoholic is the Citrus Spritzer. I can guess what's in that one. Okay, one more. Okay, they're talking to me about sound. I'll turn it up. There we go. Hello? Hi. I don't know what's going on with the sound because I hear lots of sounds, and it's making me a little nervous. So let us get on with episode 14, and let's find out what happens with Marina.
Here's more gold for thee. A curse upon him, die he like a thief that robs thee of thy goodness. If thou dost hear from me, it shall be for thy good.
Here's gold for thee. If that thy master would gain by thee, proclaim that I can sing, weave, sew, and dance, and I will undertake all these to teach. I doubt not, but this populous city will yield many scholars.
Well, I will see what I can do for thee. If I can place thee, I will.
But amongst honest women.
Marina thus the brothel scapes, and chances into an honest house, our story says. She sings like one immortal, and she dances as goddess-like to her admired lays. Deep clerk she dumbs, and with her needle composes nature's own shape of bud, bird, branch, or berry, that even her art sisters the natural roses. Her ankle silk twin with the ruby cherry, that pupils lack she none of noble race, who pour their bounty on her and her gain. She gives the cursed bawd, her we here place. To her father turn our thoughts again, where we left him on the sea. We there him lost, whence even before the winds he is arrived. Here where his daughter dwells, and on this coast suppose him now at anchor. The city strived God Neptune's feast to keep, from whence Lysimachus a Tyrian ship espies, his banner sable trimmed with rich expense, and to him in his barge with fervor high.
Hail, Reverend One. The gods preserve you.
And you, sir, to outlive the age I am and die as I would do.
You wish me well. Being on shore, honoring of Neptune's triumphs, seeing this goodly vessel ride before us, I made to it to know of whence you are.
What is your place, sir?
I am the governor of this place you lie before.
Sir, our vessel is of Tyre, in it the king, a man who for this 3 months hath not spoken to anyone, nor taken sustenance, but to prorogue his grief.
Upon what ground is his distemperature?
'Twould be too tedious to repeat. But the main grief springs from the loss of a beloved daughter and a wife.
May we not see him?
You may, but he is bootless in your sight. He will not speak to any.
Yet let me obtain my wish.
Behold him. He was a goodly person till the disaster that one mortal night drove him to this.
Sir King, all hail. The gods preserve you. Hail, royal sir.
It is in vain. He will not speak to you.
Sir, we have a maid in Mytilene I dare say would win some words of him.
'Tis well thought. She, questionless, with her sweet harmony and other choice attractions, would allure and make a battery through his deafened parts, which now are midway stopped. She is all happy as the fairest of all, and with her fellow maids is now upon the leafy shelter that abuts against the island side.
Sure, all is effectless, yet nothing will omit that bears recovery's name. But since your kindness, we have stretched thus far. Let us beseech you that for our gold we may provisions have, wherein we are not destitute for want, but weary for the staleness.
Oh, sir, a courtesy which if we should deny, the most just gods would so afflict our province. Yet once more, let me entreat to know at large the cause of your king's sorrow.
Oh, but wait, I am prevented.
Oh, here is the lady that I sent for. Welcome, fair one. It's not a goodly present.
She's a gallant lady.
She's such a one that were I highest ranked, I'd wish no better choice and think me rarely wed. Fair one, all goodness that consists in bounty expect even here, where is a kingly patient. If that thy prosperous and most skilled feats can draw him to answer thee in aught, thy sacred physic shall receive such pay as thy desires can wish.
Sir, I will use my utmost skill in his recovery.
Come, let us leave her, and the gods make her prosperous.
Hail, sir. My lord. I am a maid, my lord, that ne'er before invited eyes but have been comet. She speaks, my lord, that maybe hath endured a grief might equal yours, if both were justly weighed. Though wayward fortune did malign my state, my derivation was from ancestors who stood equivalent with mighty kings. But time hath rooted out my parentage, and to the world and awkward casualties bound me in servitude. I will desist. Something glows upon my cheek and whispers in mine ear, "Go not till he speak."
Okay, okay, we're back. Ha 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 ha. We're not going to ever leave me alone here again. Right? Right. I'm armed with a letter opener. Okay. Hey! Welcome back to our hero, Pericles. Woo! Yeah! Laying there on that deck, pretending that he's all miserable and stuff and has been in pain for 16 years and angst when he's just catching some rays. Yeah, right. So we got some good ones here. Let me see. Let me go back up here. Tom asked if a citrus spritzer is a hooker synonym too. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. I think it's kind of ouchy, but yeah, let's do it. Chris said seamstress. I'm not sure about that one. But Chris is one of the smartest people I've ever met. So I'm going to go with it too. People are very happy to see Bo Johnson. My goodness, yes. We were so happy he was going to play one of our Gowers. Because as you have been faithfully watching, we have had a variety of Gowers, our narrator character, and they have all portrayed this narrator in a slightly different way. And it's just a great example of the variety of ways in which you can continue a story, and that you can use a narrator character like this to add a different element and a different flavor, and to bring all of these different artistic styles into play when telling this wonderful story. Let's see. Yes, the king does have a cup holder. Yes, the servant should be doing that for him. And I did ask for clarification on that comment, and the doing that for him. The doing that is holding his drink. Although I was wondering if doing that was another term for hooker, because what the heck, I'm going for it. It might not have been a euphemism. Everything is a euphemism if you think about it enough. Okay, I must say that I'm going to share my favorite. Winchester geese. That is my favorite euphemism, and it is actually from Shakespeare's time. Winchester geese. Look it up. You'll have fun with it. Let's see. David said the underscoring on this is particularly lovely. It is. Some of the music that we have access to through a license with Envato, E-N-V-A-T-O, for those of you who are aspiring filmmakers, you need music, and you need a wonderful selection. And boy, I think 90% of the music that we use is from this beautiful cache. Yeah, that is. Okay, I am going to talk a little bit about that. That is the backside of the S.V. Dennis Sullivan. So we needed to film Pericles on deck of his ship. And so we're looking around and thought, hey, the S.V. Dennis Sullivan is still in the harbor. Called around, was able to get a hold of the captain of, the captain's voicemail for the S.V. Dennis Sullivan. Didn't get a call back, but I did get to talk to somebody at Discovery World who explained to me that if it is public property and we're not blocking the sidewalk, we can do anything we want there. So we took that to mean filming. So we did. I don't know if you noticed in the credits. If you didn't, please go back to our YouTube channel and watch just for our thanks at the very end. But it was so windy at the filming by the Dennis Sullivan that the porta-john that we have for actors, we had to shift it over to one of the railings nearby and bungee it, use all kinds of bungee cords to keep it from falling over. So, film, theater, it's glamorous. It's glamorous stuff. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. It was blue. I'm not going to tell you what we nicknamed it, but so any other thoughts, comments, questions, hookers? Well, you can see where this is going. Marina is there. They don't know who each other are yet. She's going to teach him a little lesson about plucking himself back up, mister. You can see that coming. So I am so grateful that you joined me here at historic Turner Hall in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You, me, and whatever spirits might be here hanging out together tonight. So in 2 weeks, we are going to share episodes 15 and 16 with you, which are our final episodes for Pericles, Prince of Tyre, and the No Holds Barred project for this particular play. Anyway, we should have here with you the producers and the founders of Shakespeare in the Park, myself, Ron, Tom, and Emel, the loves of my life. Well, I mean, I love me too, but I really, really love them. So we're going to tell you all about episodes 15 and 16 next week when you tune in. And who knows, maybe we'll tell you a little bit about what's going to happen with some live Shakespeare this summer. You never know what we might do. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Mwah. Love ya. Bye-bye.